Welcome, Jsha, Love Over Money. We have, I think, the most fascinating story we've ever done. It's the story of Ricky Molo. And all I can say is amazing, fascinating, and very encouraging. And it will help you and change your life. Isn't that right, Jsha?
That's right.
It was hard to keep our composure. The things that we were hearing from him, what he experienced, and how he deals with it, and how you can learn from his story. As I said, I just was really, really touched by what Ricky had to say, and we're excited to also announce that he's our hidden hero for this month, and we hope to work out some kind of program where we bring live expeditions and bring some really good stories to you. Ricky, you're our hero for the whole year, I'd say, and Ricky is definitely
Love over money.
That's right. So listen to this story, and we're going to start with him on a table, and the surgeon's looking at him, getting ready to do an operation. And Ricky is awake. This is his story. Let her roll.
My eyes open, and then the first time that I make myself to be like, I feel sleepy. Then when the doctor saw me that I am conscious, the doctor told me that needs to add more medicine that makes me to sleep. But when the time the doctor put a lot of things in my body, that's the time I were aware that something gonna happen to me.
So the doctor, he must have been like, well, what did he say? What was his expression?
Like he said, "Oh my God, still awake." So they were just like, they supposed expect that I'm already asleep. But maybe I wanted to see how does it work. And then my mom's is just looking at me and then cried. And then I said, "Don't cry at me. I'm still alive." I wanted my mom to be like,
Oh, it must have been so hard for your mom.
yeah.
And to see her son. It's horrible. Horrible experience for your mother.
It's hard for me to talk to your mom like that. No, it's a rude way to talk to your mom, but that's the only way that I'm going to make my mom to be strong.
I talked to my mom on the telephone just saying goodbye. She cries.
Oh, but that's my mom said that. Oh, you see what happened to you? You see what I like? I said, stop talking. Instead, rather you're going to talk like in a nice way. Why not inspire me, like to be strong?
Did you tell your mom you had the greatest physician in the world, and that was God?
Yeah, because my mom worked in the hospital before. She knows everything. She knows the operation. She knows assisting the doctor when she was working in the hospital before. So I know she has a lot of experience than me. So she's just sharing to me. So I said that, oh, don't look at me and then cry. Just show me your face that you are not crying, because that makes me, if I saw you crying, that makes me, feel down. So the next time when you are going to talk and see me, don't talk to me like, it's just like, I don't want to see a person who used to look at me and then cry. That makes me down. Instead, rather show me a face like that you are strong, so that makes me strong also.
I see a strong face. I see a strong face right now.
And right now that makes me the good. I don't have self-pity anymore. I feel shows that I am very strong.
Well, God bless you. People to unleash, is what you're saying. And so, Ricky, what drives you, or what is the reason you focus on people with disabilities? How does that happen?
So to keep people to be inspired, or like those unreleased moments that they've been holding for almost a year. So what I used to do is like to tell them to go into a place that no one can see them, that
Beach? Go to the beach?
beach, mountain, or just like the only a place that they are only themselves.
Or the middle of the ocean, all by myself on a sailboat?
Yes, or something like that, and say anything that what they really wanted to, you know, get it out from themselves, and then after that, then shout it, like, shout. Then you were gonna tell anything. Oh, your heart aches.
I used to shout on the sailboat. I used to just look up, just shout up to God.
You were gonna say that. Oh, why me? Why me? There are a lot of people like more than me. Why? Say anything, like anything that you wanted to say, and then shut out. Then after that, they were gonna feel that you feel from yourselves that you are free, that you are now like this. Why I am focusing on the person with disability project. So there's only one reason that I always said to them that try to become a person with disability.
The village that you just went to, or out on the mountain, was called, what mountain was it?
That's the Barangay Bibo. Barangay Bibo Integrated School. That is a part of the community, a Parplang Barangay, which there is a integrated and newly opened, I think 2 to 3 years open integrated school. That is a complete school from elementary to senior, from first year high school to senior high school.
Well, Ricky, if I may ask, can you show the viewers that interesting shiny leg and what it looks like? I think we're all curious how the leg works and how it looks. Well, Ricky, thank you very much. Let's take a peek. That looks really strong and mechanically well designed. Thank you for showing us. You told me about a heart of stone. It really is interesting how you were able to handle depression because of a heart of stone. Let me know about that. Let our viewers know.
My heart now is already look like a stone. Like when I feel like a lot of hardship and I feel like somebody who used to keep on talking like the bad words to me, I did not feel any hurt anymore. What I always think about all it is to accept, and I did not say anything to them, and what I feel like that I am happy because I'm still alive, and I always like only the one thing that I always say, I'm going to pray for you.
That's amazing. So instead of building your muscles, you build that heart and you pray to God.
Yeah. Like I always said that be kind to animals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, great stuff. Thank you.
They should have not think about what they feel, but they should have to change it. Like don't feel about what do you think, what do you feel, but you should have to think about of what you can do. You have to it's so what do you call this one? Handle the depression, not thinking about of what do you feel, but you have to divert. You have to divert in a good way, because if you always think about of the feelings, if you think about of the emotions, did you think about what happened to you?
So trying to just take a different track when you're feeling depressed. Just try to.
You have to divert to other things that might able to help you. Yes, the painting is better, and at the same time, that makes yourself to be out of the self-pity or depression, because in painting you can put express all the things that you feel and what is it in your, from your mind.
This is really becoming a good conversation. It reminds me of Vincent van Gogh, one of my favorite painters, and his way he used colors and the brush strokes to create reality, and the stress and the dysfunctional life that he had, and how painting changed his life or kept him alive, I think. Would you think that's a good example?
Or even just like I feel upset or I feel angry to anyone, I just get the brush, canvas, and I paint it. And I put all of that there. All my angry, all my upset, everything, I just put it, I paint it there. And after that, no more.
Ricky, I'm just wondering, how do you manage your time or find the spots in your life during your busy day to help people like this? I mean, finding time in this century is a lot harder than it used to be. How do you make your time?
In helping other people, you don't need to find time. It should be came from by your heart. No, by your heart, it just like just only comes from by your heart that you need seeing people who need help. You don't need to make any twice to think about like, oh, I'm going to help or not. But when seeing people need help, it's just more than like an action that you need to help.
Is there anything else that you want to add? Some upcoming events that we may be able to cover?
Sure. Maybe we have, if we have much time, we can go in the area where we had been doing a mission, and then later on also to give some testify or like to give some other information about the mission, so we can talk with other people.
Thank you for listening to Jsha.
Love over money.
Hope you enjoyed our program tonight. It was very unusual, very deep, and very, I think, educational. I hope it helped you look at life at a lot of different ways. Thank you, Ricky. It was awesome. I'd like to thank our team, Jsha, Jay,
Sure.
and of course, Russell, the hardest working guy I know. Fair winds, falling seas.
Clear night skies.
Good night, all.